Welcome to Week 10 of Circus Dave's Red Hot Locks. Last week we went 1-2 with a wild ride in the NFL. First of all, I want to say I think Brad Childress of the Vikings watched the video segment last week and said, that Circus Dave has got something going with running Adrian Peterson 25 times a game. And Norv, the team killer Turner, thought, well, I might not run the ball this week and use LT as a decoy. Are you kidding me, man? As far as I'm concerned, San Diego, you are dead to me. Remember, everybody, if you want to check out the column and the stats, log on to www.thefflguru.com or subscribe to my email at circusdave@gmail.com. Let's get to this week's picks. All right, the first pick we're going to talk about is the Detroit Lions at the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals are -1, and the over-under is 44.5. Both of these teams only have one common opponent, and that's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Detroit beat them ATS, and the Cardinals lost to them ATS. Right now, I say the pick of the week is let's take Detroit +1 to the bank, and I think this game is going to be a blowout. All right, let's go to game number 2. The second game we're going to talk about is the Philadelphia Eagles at the Washington Redskins. The Redskins are -2.5 on the line, and the over-under is 37.5. I got a couple of quick stats for you. First of all, Philadelphia is 5-1-1 in its last 7 contests that were night games. And the second stat is Washington is 0-3-1 ATS in its last 4 games. I don't know. I tossed, I turned. We go cold last week on the Washington Redskins. So this week we're taking the biggest upset we can get. We're taking Philadelphia -2.5, and that spread will go to 3.5 by game time. All right, the last game of the year. You know, usually I never pick the home team, but this week we're going to talk about the Chicago Bears at the Oakland Raiders. The Bears are given 3 points for a -3 average, and the over-under is 38. Couple of quick facts. The Bears are 2-0 this year after a loss to a division opponent, and Oakland, this is a great one, is 1-8-1 versus the spread in its last 10 games as a dog of 3 or more points. Folks, I usually don't pick with my heart, but this week I'm going with the Bears. Let's bear down, Chicago Bears, and for all you fantasy studs, this guy right here is going to score 2 touchdowns this week. Pick up Devin Hester. All right, it's time for our favorite time of the year. It is the Balls of Steel pick. All right, it's the money line pick of the week. In this week's game, we're going to talk about is Cincinnati getting +180 at the Baltimore Ravens. All right, everybody, here's what I'm going to say about this game. The Bengals, they just can't seem to find their way this year. They float close in games and then fall apart at the end. And as far as the Ravens goes, did you catch last week's game on Monday night? They got killed without their 2 starting quarterbacks, and the Pittsburgh Steelers threw all over them in the first half and then let their foot off the pedal and let that game go away. So this week, I'm going to take the Cincinnati Bengals +180 in the Balls of Steel pick of the week. Okay, everybody, remember, if you want to check out any of the stats or the columns, log on to www.thefflguru.com. Check out my boy Sweet Lou's picks. Check out my man Jordan, the Guru's picks for the fantasy stuff. You'll love it. And remember, if you want to sign on to my email, log on to circusdave@gmail.com, and you too can be a part of the 8-1 Monday Night Spectacular. And remember, everybody, stick with the circus and stick with the cash, baby.